Grand Rising, beautiful family. Retta's Recovery Reminders. It's Retta. Ratchet is right here with me. We are in the park today. My other video, I did it I think it was the second, and it has not uploaded yet. I've been on staycation, so I've kind of been, hanging out, doing some stuff around the camper, and I guess I don't get enough internet to really upload the videos, so they'll be a little bit behind for the time being. I apologize. I still love you guys. I'm still here for all of you in your recovery, rooting for every single one of you that find my video and find it helpful. I appreciate all of your love and support. I really, really do. Today is the 4th of July, Independence Day. And I don't celebrate the same way everybody else does, because I believe most of the holidays are kind of like consumerized, and they just want you to spend a bunch of money on stuff you don't really need. So I am celebrating my independence and my sovereignty, my spiritual sovereignty, by getting out into source energy. What better way to celebrate the sovereignty of your becoming, of awareness, your light being lit and keeping it lit no matter what the outside circumstances are showing you. That's the key. July 4th, I will gain understanding when I realize that when I withhold the truth of who I am, I cannot receive the truth of what I want. The thing we want most is often the thing we resist. At work, we want recognition and reward. However, we hold back our ideas and energy because it's just a job. In our family, we want support and acceptance, yet we go along with people or avoid them because we know how they are. In our relationships, we want fulfillment, passion, and intimacy, yet we withhold from our partners the very thing we want to experience, intimacy. The most important elements of any relationship are trust and respect. When you trust someone enough to be honest with them, you grow to respect them and yourself. When there is trust and respect, intimacy resides. When you are afraid to let others see exactly who you are bound to lack fulfillment and satisfaction. Intimacy is about openness and feeling safe. It's about the willingness to be just who you are, without defenses, excuses, or expectations. For some reason, we have reduced intimacy to sexual conquests. Yet without trust and respect, sex can leave us feeling empty and unfulfilled, big time. These are the same feelings we can experience in the relationships where we resist intimacy. And even if you don't, if the partner you're with does, they can only meet you as deeply as they have met themselves. That's the key. We don't often think of intimacy in relation to our professional, social, and family relationships, and therein lies the challenge. There is something magical and mystical about the intimate truth of your being. When you allow it to come forth without fear, it creates an intimacy of hearts, souls, and minds that leads to fulfillment. Until today, you may have reserved moments of intimacy for the bedroom. Just for today, be willing to be honest with who you are in what you feel in every situation. In other words, go for the gusto. Today I'm devoted to having an intimate relationship with myself and everyone else. And that was what I realized was missing in the relationship. There was no depth. Like, there was no depth. And like at the end, I had made a comment, something he was talking, and I was like, no, I'm deeper than that. And he's like, yeah, we are. No, I said I, not we. And it's when I really realized that some people aren't able to understand when you try to communicate the depth of your feeling and experience in the world. Only people who have had similar experiences as you can meet you on the same level. And I realized that people that think that their life is not as exciting or whatever will make up things about themselves and their past life to make them seem more interesting. I don't know why people do that. It's not attractive in any way, shape, or form. I want to know the authentic you, the real you, not the made up story that you have concocted to make yourself feel better. I want the authentic truth of what hurt you and made you who you were today. Like, that's always been my goal, authenticity, and how I ended up in the most like fabricated, phony, like facade relationship, I have no idea. But I really believe, because I lived in my own world and didn't really care about others' opinions, and so do they, but it's on a different level. But I'm really open and accepting to all people and everybody's story. And I love and accept people for who they are, and I figured eventually that this person would see that, but I don't think they ever did. And I realized that it was just from fear of being authentic. What they grew up with is what you put out to the world. And unless we make an effort to actually change our automatic responses, then we are caught in the same loop that we have been in since childhood. And I was lucky enough that I've lived like 50 different lives, and I've experienced a lot of different circumstances and relationships, as far as the way people treat me. And it wasn't until I was in an abusive relationship that I realized that no matter how I treated them, I wasn't going to get the same thing back, because it's not always in that same circumstance that you put out that energy that you get that same energy back from that person. The universe does keep track, though, and that's what karma is. As long as you keep that train of thought and the way you see the world as your default, then you're going to continue to get that same, response back from people. When you expect someone to judge you and not like you because you're different, that is exactly what you get. I promise, because I used to feel that way. I used to feel like I was an outcast, and nobody, really thought I mattered. And when I believed that, I lived that life. And now that I am, becoming a productive part of society and living in my truth, but still in harmony with what is in the world, because we can't change anything that's outside of us. We can only change how we deal with it, how we see it. And our attitude is everything. And an attitude of gratitude gets you more of what you are focusing on back. At least it has in my life, and I am beyond grateful for all the changes and everything that has happened in my life. I hope everybody has a wonderful Independence Day. I hope you find your independence spiritually. You are a sovereign being of light and love, and when you live in your truth of who you feel like you authentically are, that's when life opens up and there's unlimited possibilities for you to choose from. I promise. I love you guys. I hope everybody has a really great holiday. Ratchy, loving being outside. We love being out in nature. Yes, we love our walks. Hopefully this will get uploaded before I go back to work. I love you guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already. A lot of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed, and I'm just at like 225, and I really would like to grow my channel. Anybody who feels the need to support the channel, please subscribe, like the video. I appreciate you guys. Be a blessing. Love y'all. Peace.